Why the hell it get you started? Got me started. Why did they get me pissed off? Now I'm about to go NFL and kick this off. You really thought that I was this soft? To let anyone in my domain, they need to be taught a serious lesson. Unless you strong as Zeus, there just ain't no use to go up against a madman. You can't win, G. I put you on lights like Richard Kuklinski, so stay away from shadows. When it gets dark, you make one bad move, they won't find your corpse, and the feds won't know where I drop you.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, please put a one down in the chat. If you can hear me, please put a one down in the chat. Anybody's listening, put a one in the chat if you can hear me, and I can continue the show. One down there in the chat. Okay. Shout out and salute to everybody that has showed up to the channel. My boy Trey all day put a one down in the chat. That means y'all can hear me clear. Welcome to another edition of Major Level Entertainment. I'm your host and owner of this channel. It's your boy, a Big Major. Please hit that like button, hit that share, the subscribe button when you come in if you are new to this channel. Haven't been going on live a lot lately. Been super busy. But every time I see something that's of some type of importance, I will try to come up and give y'all some content. But I do appreciate you guys showing up in here with me and sticking around for Major Level Entertainment. I do appreciate all my supporters and followers. All right. So let me go ahead and get started with the show. This is going to be a short show. It's impromptu. I didn't plan for it. It's just something that I wanted to put out there just based upon the things I've been hearing. And I wanted to kind of quiet down some of that noise. Me being a diehard Laker fan the way that I am, I want to quiet down some of the noise and the narratives and the rhetoric that people have been putting out there, coming from me. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be coming from me. This is my defense of this situation. And I hope that I can help y'all to understand for those that don't understand. And if you do understand, then you'll feel me. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to everybody that showed up to the channel thus far. You know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and start off with my little bro at DJ Lakers in 5. Please go like, share, subscribe to Lakers in 5's content. I'm telling you, man, it's the best show on YouTube when it comes to this Lakers shit. And, you know, nobody does it better. You know what I'm saying? Please go over there and join the channel as well. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead and go get you a membership over there. You know, join Lakers 5, 6, or 7. You get perks over there. You get, you know, access to members only stuff. You get the chance to win money, prizes, all kind of stuff over there. So please go over there and not only like and subscribe, but go over there and join Lakers in 5 as well. A shout out to my little brother at DJ. You know what I'm talking about? Trey all day says salute Big Major. West up. You know how we does this. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to my boy always supporting all the channels in the Lakers of 5 family. Do appreciate your support, bro. All right. Now, I can't see how many people are viewing me right now because the way I got my screen set up, it's I can't really see it. But it's okay. I'm going to keep it like this. I got it going vertical right now, so I'm hoping everything is smooth and clear. All right, so y'all know the title. You know what I'm saying? If LeBron's tenure with the Lakers is a failure, then so was Joker's and Giannis's tenure with their teams. I mean, that's let's just start there. Just get straight to the nitty gritty. You don't hear people talking about Denver. You don't hear people talking about Jokic. Jokic, oh man, his a failure. You know what I'm saying? They just got put out. You know what I mean? Nobody said anything bad about them. You know, it's just like, okay, they got put out, move on to the next. Giannis and his team didn't even fucking make it. Didn't make the playoffs. When the last time the Bucks really did something significant over there? Guess what? Nobody ever said anything about it. They just glazed, just glazed right past it. LeBron and the Lakers, every single time we get into the playoffs, get up to the playoff talk, every single time, if we don't get a championship, fuck the Western Conference Finals. Fuck just making it to the playoffs. If we don't get a championship every year, we cry bitch. And I'm a Laker fan. Don't get me wrong. Yes, we are spoiled motherfuckers, but I'm not afraid to admit it. And I've been a Laker fan a lot longer than a lot of these motherfuckers out here that call themselves Laker fans. So I think I'm more than qualified to speak on this. And let me tell you something. Yes, the Laker fan in me says, yeah, of course, I want to win the championship every year. I don't think that there's a fan of any team that doesn't. But here's where I take my Laker hat and beanie off. And here's where I become a realist. Realistically, nobody can win every fucking year. Nobody. And realistically, I don't expect us to. As a Laker fan, put the hat on. Do I want us to? Of course I do. But is it probable? No, it's not. It's improbable. And matter of fact, it's impossible to win every goddamn year. There will be no NBA. There will be no business. It'll just be it almost be like a dictatorship, so to speak. So no. Yes, I want us to win. Of course, that's the Laker fan in me. Die hard. Of course, I want us to win. I don't want nobody to win shit. I'm selfish. I'm stingy. I'm spoiled. But realistically, the basketball fan in me says it's not going to happen, and nor do I expect it to happen. So, with that being said, LeBron's been over here 8 years. I've been a Laker fan 50 goddamn years, just about all my life. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I've seen 10 Laker championships in my lifetime. Now, we got 18 of them if you count the NBL championship like I do. So the first 8 of them, I didn't see. I wasn't born yet. But I seen 10. I've been alive to see 10 of them. 10 in my lifetime. That's a lot. I'm thankful for the ones that I was able to see and the ones that I couldn't see. LeBron got us one of those 10 that I saw, or he helped us get one of those 10 that I saw. I'm not tripping. Well, he only got one in 8 years. Okay, well, that's exactly what this conversation is about. If you niggas is going to trip on LeBron having one in 8 years and you call his career a failure or his tenure with the Lakers a failure, then do the same thing for Giannis. I love Giannis. Do the same thing for Jokic. I love him. They got respect for Jokic. Giannis been with the Bucks 13 years. It's 10 plus years. Was his Bucks years a failure? He's getting ready to be traded for sure. I'm pretty sure he's gone after this at the start of the season. He's gone. So his 13 years has been a failure. And before you go on to say, oh, well, the Bucks and the Lakers are two different organizations, I don't give a fuck. It's not Giannis a superstar. It's not Jokic a superstar. See, don't give me the team narrative. Oh, well, they're a different team than us. We're a better, more recognized franchise. Okay, that's true, but that has nothing to do with the argument at hand. Nobody said the Lakers have had a bad tenure in the NBA. They said LeBron has had a bad tenure with the Lakers. LeBron's career with the Lakers, 8 years. You can't call, if you're going to say that his tenure with the Lakers is a failure, then you need to say that for Jokic and Giannis. 13 years. And in those 13 years, you know how many times Giannis has gone to the finals? One time. You know what Giannis did in those 13 years? He got one chip. How many times did Giannis go to the Eastern Conference Finals? His conference? One time. And guess what? That's the same exact thing LeBron did in 8 years with the Lakers. Giannis, 13 years. One championship, one trip to the finals, one trip to the Eastern Conference Finals. Same thing as LeBron did in 8 years. That's not enough? Well, go to Jokic. What did Jokic do? The same goddamn thing. In 12 years as a Nugget. What did he do in those 12 years? He got one championship, one finals MVP, one trip to the finals, one trip to the Western Conference Finals. That's it. And he did it in 12 years. LeBron, Of his 23 years in the league, 8 years the Lakers, he got one Finals MVP, a trip to the Western Conference Finals, a trip to the Finals, of course, where they won it all. Yeah, same thing. So if you're gonna call one a success, call them all a success. Or if you're gonna call two of them a success, call them all a success. Or if you're gonna call one a failure, call them all a failure. So I guess Jokic is a failure. This is a dude that's won MVP the last until Shea came along, whatever. This motherfucker that's won MVP a couple times before Shea came along. Before they blew Shea, put Shea up to the top, and everybody started kissing Shea's ass and sucking on this nigga dick. It was Jokic. Jokic up there. Giannis at one point in time was up there. It went like this. I'll say like within in the 2000s and 20s, it went like this. This was like the top 5 guys, top 5, top 10 guys. I'm not gonna name all of them. I'm just gonna name a few. It was always Giannis in contention, Embiid in contention, Jokic in contention. It was those 3 top dudes, and then Luka, of course, and then LeBron and others. Even AD was up there at one point in time. These were the top 10 players, among the top 10 players in the league. Then it started to fizzle down. Then it became Embiid and Jokic. Embiid, Jokic, Giannis, and Luka. Then it became Embiid and Jokic and Giannis. And then it became Jokic and Giannis. And now it was when it starts as Jokic and Giannis, and then now it's Shea and guys like that, Bronson and all that. You're looking at it like that. These guys are successful. So now, do you say, okay, well, because we like Jokic more than we like LeBron or whatever, because we got a lot of LeBron haters or whatever the case may be, or we like Giannis more than we like LeBron. Scratch the fact that they had 12 and 13-year careers in their respective organizations and only won one championship and only got one Finals MVP and only had one trip to their conference's finals. Because we like them so much, we're going to say that they're successful, but because we hate this guy so much, we're going to say that he's not. And he's done the same thing that they've done in 8 years. Well, they don't have an argument for that, so here's what they say now. Well, they played with their same organizations for those 12 and 13 years. LeBron hasn't always played for the Lakers. He wasn't homegrown. Like, that fucking matters. As a matter of fact, that adds even more credence to his case. The motherfucker, everywhere he went, he did something. He got a championship at home, in his home place. He got a championship at home. Didn't he get a Finals MVP there? Yep. Of course, he got to the Eastern Conference Finals because that's the only way he could have got to the Eastern Finals, right? Okay. Did he do the same thing in Miami? Did he get a championship there? Yes. Did he get I don't know if did he get the MVP there? I don't know. I don't remember. But he did the same thing over there. And guess what? He did it again. Turned around, got another championship. And then guess what? And then he came over here and did it again. So you could say that nigga didn't just do it with one organization. He did it with 4 organizations, with 3 organizations, 3. So to me, yes. Now, I'm going to move and say this. I'm going to cheat just like how other motherfuckers be cheating when it come to him, or like the cherry pick. That nigga whole career hasn't been a failure, because people will say, oh, well, he's only gotten 4 championships in 23 years. Okay. How many motherfuckers have played 16 years and ain't got one? How many people played 23 years and ain't got one? 22 years and ain't got one? Vince Carter, who I love, one of my favorites, he played just as long, right? Almost just as long. Do Vince got a championship? No. Do he got a Finals MVP? No. Charles Barkley played 16 years. Do he got a championship? No. Karl Malone played 19 years. Do he got a championship? No. Patrick Ewing, what did he play? 16, 17. Did he get a championship? No. And these are greats. Hall of Fame guys. No championship. So don't give me some cockamamie bullshit about he played 23 years in the league and only got 4 championships. The fuck you mean only? It's motherfuckers that don't got 1. And they're great players in the Hall of Fame right now. Because the motherfucker ain't got this amount of rings and that amount of rings. First of all, let's shut this shit down right now. Rings don't mean fuck. They don't mean fuck. Because if they meant something, then why the fuck isn't Bill Russell in the GOAT conversations? Why isn't John Havlicek in the GOAT conversations? He got 8 of them. Why isn't Robert Horry up there? He got 7. You know why? You know why? Because for the most part, rings don't matter. A lot of these players that got rings like that ain't superstars. Havlicek in his time was a superstar, but that was in his time. Bill Russell in his time was considered a superstar, but he only averaged 15, 16 points. He averaged 15, 16 rebounds, but he wasn't no 35, 40 point per game scorer like that. His shit was defense. It was essentially like the Draymond of his era, in the sense of you know, he had high IQ. He played I would say he was a star of his time, or whatever the case may be. He wasn't a role player, I wouldn't say that. But you got to look at this dude played in the 50s, then in the 60s. There was no competition like that. Come on. And I'm not hating I'm not one of these niggas that hate on the old school times. I don't hate on those times. You know, shit that my father and them grew up watching, fathers and uncles and all of them old enough to be. I don't, you know how like the young folks, they hate on the 80s, hate on the 90s because they wasn't around. I'm not that type of dude. I give them respect, but who they had for their time was totally different than who these cats have for their time now. Same thing with Jordan in his time. Jordan didn't have a lot of big time competition like that. Every other player on every other team was a great player. But the whole goddamn team, and now in today's eras, the whole team is great. Everybody play defense. Everybody can shoot a 3. Everybody can jump out the gym. Everybody. In Jordan days, he played against the Jazz. You got Malone and Stockton. Stockton wasn't a superstar. He was a star. He was a role player in his role. He, second option on the team. But Karl Malone was their superstar. And Jordan beat him. That's all they had. Slow ass 6'9", 260-pound Karl Malone. A slow LeBron that couldn't get up off the ground that much. Then you got the Phoenix Suns. Kevin Johnson and Charles Barkley was the 1 or 2 options. And then Dan Marley come pull up the rear with number 3. They had Oliver Miller and guys like that. Barkley was the superstar. KJ was a role player. And I love Kevin Johnson. You had the Knicks. Patrick Ewing was a superstar. John Starks was a regular guy. Charles Oakley, regular guy. You had the Pistons. Isaiah Thomas was a superstar in his right over there. And then you had Joe Dumars, regular guy. Vinnie Johnson, regular guy. Bill Laimbeer, regular guy. Dennis Rodman, all intents and purposes at first, regular guy. From a defensive standpoint, he was the shit, but he was more of a disruptor than a defender. Let's not get it twisted. But Isaiah Thomas was the premier guy over there. We had the Lakers. Magic, superstar. But by the time Jordan came along, Magic was fizzling his way out, and Kareem was gone. For a long time, Kareem was a superstar. Magic comes, Kareem's game started fizzling out. He fell more to the second option, sometime even the third option behind James Worthy. Worthy was a star, but not a superstar. Kareem became a star, but not a superstar. Magic was a superstar. That's it. None of them dudes was really athletic. None of them dudes really had speed like that. High IQ, but they wasn't jumping out the gym like these motherfuckers jumping out the gym today. The Celtics, who Jordan never beat like that. They had Bird, number 1 option. Superstar. And then Kevin McHale, regular ass guy. Second option. Robert Parrish, probably the third or fourth option. Dennis Johnson as a point guard. Then here come, and then after Jordan retires, then here come Reggie Lewis and guys like that. What's that? Fringe superstar on his way to becoming that, but he died tragically in 1993. Rest in peace to Reggie Lewis. The Cavs. Who the Cavs have back then during that time? Larry Nance. He was never a superstar. He was probably a French superstar. He was a star, but they never had a superstar on their team. Some teams just didn't have superstars. They had really good players. Larry Nance. Then after Larry Nance, Mark Price and John Hot Rod Williams and Brad Daugherty. No competition. Who the Clippers have back in those days? Charles Smith, Danny Manning, and Benoit Benjamin, and Lloyd Vault, and guys like that. Guess what? None of those niggas were superstars. Were they decent players? Danny Manning was a decent player. He was a good player, not a superstar. The Charlotte Hornets at the time, when they were called the Hornets, who they have over there, superstar? Rex Chapman and Kelly Tripucka. None of those dudes were stars. I mean, superstars. Hell, those barely stars. That's it. No superstars. Who the Golden State Warriors had at the time? Chris Mullin, Tim Hardaway, Mitch Richmond. None of those dudes were superstars. Regular ass star players who starred in their role. Who did Dallas Mavericks have at the time? Rolando Blackman and James Donaldson. That's it. Who did Nuggets have? Who did Nuggets have at those at that time? Who's that? Alex English. Ladies and gentlemen, I could go on and on and on and on and on. Portland Trail Blazers. They had Clyde Drexler, who was one of those guys that was stiff competition for Jordan. Jordan didn't know how to defend that nigga. He used to cook the shit out of Jordan. And they tried to make it seem, well, Jordan beat him. No. The Bulls beat the Portland Trail Blazers. The Bulls beat the Portland Trail Blazers. Jordan didn't just beat him by himself. The Bulls beat the Trail Blazers. That's what happened. Clyde Drexler was kicking it, was whooping the hell out of him. Nigga. He didn't know what the fuck to do with 6'7", 220-pound Clyde Drexler, who could jump out the gym just like he can jump out the gym. Who's a pretty solid defender. He could dribble really that good, but that nigga was just as fast and could jump just as high. And he was an inch taller and 20 pounds heavier. But then they didn't have nobody else. Who? Jerome Kersey, Terry Porter, Kevin Duckworth, Arvydas Sabonis. That's Sabonis' daddy. That's it. Should I keep going or should I stop? There was no real competition. Now look who LeBron got. LeBron got a chance to play against a still dangerous Kobe. He got a chance to play against Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett and Rondo, playoff Rondo. He got a chance to play against Steph Curry and KD. He come up in the time where you got Kawhi. You know, the introduction of Kawhi and he's still playing at a time where you got Ant Edwards and Ja Morant and B when he was super healthy and then the Joker. And then they're second in command. You had a chance to play against all these dudes. And now he survived long enough to play with the likes of Wemby. And all these other dudes on these other teams, these role players on these teams, these role players today will beat a lot of the niggas, a lot of the so-called stars from back in the day. And I'm telling you that, and I come from that time. I'm not one of these fucking haters. These old heads that's a hater that's saying, oh, well, yeah, we ain't fucking with the 90s. I mean, we ain't fucking with the young guys today. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't doing that shit today. It's bullshit. No. The truth is, a lot of these kids today that are regular role players on a team will beat some of the stars from back in the day. Let's not get it twisted. How many of them motherfuckers was 3-point shooters back in the day? How can you name 10 3-point shooters from back in the day from any team? Here, walk with me. Let's give it a try right quick. B.J. Armstrong, 3-point shooter. Craig Hodges, 3-point shooter. Craig Elo, 3-point shooter. These are Steve Kerr, 3-point shooter. And they're all Bulls. That's just the Bulls. Who else 3-point shooter? Deadlift Shrimp, 3-point shooter. Chris Mullen, 3-point shooter. Joe Dumars, 3-point shooter. Terry Porter, 3-point shooter. The Lakers had 3-point shooter? We had Byron Scott, but he wasn't as good as those dudes. We had Reggie Miller, 3-point shooter. Larry Bird, 3-point shooter. So on and so on. Now, let's name 3-point shooters. You can name them easily today. You know who the 3-point shooters of today are? Everybody. You got centers shooting fucking threes. I never seen Mark Eaton or fucking Terry Cummings or motherfuckers like that shoot threes. Kareem made 1 3 in his 20-year career. 1 3. Now everybody shoot threes. Wemby shoot threes. Chet Holmgren shoot threes. Fucking Karl Anthony Towns shoot threes. Everybody shoot threes. And make those motherfuckers too. They shoot 30, sometime over 30%. Those centers back in the day, if they did shoot a three, they must have shot 12, 13, 14%. Some guards couldn't even shoot threes like some of these centers and power forwards could shoot threes today. Embiid could shoot threes. Everybody shoots threes. The whole goddamn team. Power forward, center, guard, shooting guard, point guard, the coach, the towel boy, the motherfucker that sell peanuts and beer. Everybody on the goddamn court shoots threes. Hell, including the fucking mascot. The mascot shoots threes. The team cheerleader shoots threes. Everybody shoots threes today. Sometimes I wish they take the goddamn 3-point line away like they did before, and go back to the days where we didn't have a 3-point line. Pre-1979. Because everybody shoot the motherfucker. As a matter of fact, not only do everybody shoot the motherfuckers today, not only do they shoot the motherfuckers today, but that's almost all they do. And this is the environment that this dude, who everybody hates so much, have to deal with. Can't nobody tell me shit, man. And I'm from that time. I saw all of Jordan's career, not just all of his NBA career, but I've been around long enough to see all of his college career too. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I remember the 1982 NCAA championship. I remember that. A lot of y'all don't, because you motherfuckers wasn't born yet. So believe me when I tell you. Was it impressive for that time? Yes. But then when you live long enough to see niggas like Edwards and Ja Morant and Donovan Mitchell and Bronson and Giannis and Jokic and Wemby and guys like this just playing at any position, doing whatever the fuck they want to do, they're growing. Now 7'2", 7'5", that motherfucker growing trees now. Everybody's that tall now. And everybody has the ability to jump out the gym. Everybody has the ability to shoot threes. When you live long enough to see that from the time that I came up in, you can't hate. You got to say, damn, what the fuck have these kids been eating? You had to work your ass off just to get 35 inches up off the ground. Wasn't too many people getting their head at the rim or above the rim. Now everybody can put their head above the rim or at the rim. Everybody. You got this dude, 41 years old, still out here playing better than most people play today. I'm going to say 90% of the NBA. This dude's still playing better than. What'd he do? Coming to the playoffs? He single-handedly, I'm not going to say single-handedly, but almost single-handedly got us out the first round, beat Houston. It wasn't a young nigga that did it. It was an old nigga that had to catapult us. And he had next to no help out there when it came to the the OKC series. And you know what? I'm not even so upset about that. I knew it was going to be some rigmarole with the refs and all that. That's one thing. That's a topic for another discussion that I'll never want to have. But we lost. We got swept by the reigning defending champions. That ain't nothing to be mad about or upset or hurt about. We got beat by the champs. It's not like we got beat by the Portland Trail Blazers or the Washington Wizards. It's got beat by the champs. I'm not tripping. Run it back next year. My only hope is that they don't try to push down the throats of the people that love basketball. These motherfuckers nobody give a shit about. Let these motherfuckers play basketball the true right way. Don't call no punk ass fouls if you ain't gonna call them for everybody. And stop shoving down your throats these motherfuckers who might have one good year or whatever the case may be, or who might be popular in their little section and then nothing else. Why they shoving shade down our throats, I have no idea. I don't know who he got on his knees for, but whatever the case may be, I'm not impressed. I'm not hating. I'm just not impressed. Did I want my team to win? Of course. Did I want it to be fair? Of course. But don't push down our throats. This motherfucker just got MVP again. Don't push down our throats, this motherfucker. Because I don't give a shit. As a matter of fact, to be honest with you, I don't hear nobody talking about the playoffs now. Nobody. Now, most people will say, well, you're in LA. Of course you're not going to hear. Yeah, I'm in LA, but I got my ears to the streets everywhere in America. Everywhere in America, I know somebody. I've been all over this motherfucking hellhole. I know people from everywhere. Talk to people from everywhere. All the corners of the United States and sometimes outside the country, I talk to different motherfuckers. You know what they saying? They talking about the Lakers and what the fuck we gonna do. They wondering what LeBron is gonna do. See what I'm saying? But you want to push this motherfucker down our throats. Shay, and nobody gives a fuck about what he's doing right now. Yeah, they seeing Wemby on the screen or whatever. Wemby doing this and Wemby doing that. Oh, it's gonna be the Spurs against the Thunder. That's the way it was scripted. Did everybody not know that shit was gonna happen? But is anybody really talking about it? No. And ladies and gentlemen, guess what? In the finals, how long do you think they're gonna talk about the finals and whoever wins that motherfucker? Not long. They didn't do it last year. And if it wasn't for the Thunder bending it this year and being still active in the playoffs, people would have forgotten that they even won. Do y'all remember who won the 2024? I don't. I don't care. Who won the 2023? Who cares? Who won the 2022? Who cares? Now, this is why I throw my Laker hat back on. I don't give a fuck if my team ain't in the playoffs. Little bro asked a question in a cave a couple weeks ago. Or somebody asked a question. He didn't ask a question, but somebody else asked a question. A non-Laker fan asked a question. Are y'all gonna watch the game now that the Lakers out of it? Y'all gonna watch the playoffs? I personally said no. Not at all. I'm not going to even sneak and watch the motherfuckers. I don't even want to accidentally watch the motherfuckers. Meaning, I could be at the gym or somewhere, and you know the gym they'll turn the games on and stuff like that. Or I could be at a bar, and the bar game would come on. I will purposely turn away and look at my damn phone. Yes, I'm one of those. I don't give a fuck. Do I love the game of basketball? Yes, but I love my Lakers more, which means if my Lakers ain't playing, I don't give a fuck about basketball. I don't. If my football team ain't playing, I don't give a fuck about football. I don't. Only way I might watch or pay attention to it is if another family member is a fan of another team and I happen to be where they are and we're watching it. Other than that, my team is out of it. I don't have any investment going on. I'm not betting on anything. Then I could give a blue fuck about what's going on. Right now, there's no football season. So I'm not thinking about it. There's no basketball season to me, as far as I'm concerned. Basketball season's still going on, but not to me. Ours ended when the Lakers got beat. Guess what? There's only one thing going on now: baseball. I think hockey. I'm focused on my Yankees, and in hockey, I'm focused on my New York Rangers. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. When the playoffs come, when the finals come, they can be like, "Oh my god, they won again." I'm not gonna be impressed. Oh, they won. Hey, great for them. They're building some kind of dynasty over there. Oh no, excuse me. The NBA is building them some kind of dynasty over there, trying to make them out to be the Warriors or the next great team or whatever the case may be. That's just gonna fizzle out. You know what the real headline of this summer is? What the fuck is LeBron going to do? You know what the headline of summer was last year? What the fuck is LeBron going to do? This was in the middle of the playoffs. And we're in the middle of the playoffs, and nobody gives a fuck who's in it. The only people that give a fuck who's in the playoffs is people that are Spurs fans, people that are Thunder fans, people that are Cavs fans, people that are Detroit fans. These are the only motherfuckers, only in those areas. I promise you, we don't give a fuck out here in Los Angeles, California. If it ain't the Lakers, if it ain't the Dodgers, if it ain't no shit like that, LA is quiet as a motherfucker right now. Niggas is more focusing on game banging than any sport right now. Clippers ain't in it. The Lakers ain't in it. Crenshaw High School basketball team ain't in it. Pasadena Handicap League ain't in it. We don't give a fuck. It's gonna be a hot summer out this bitch. Niggas is like niggas getting ready for beach weather. Fuck the playoffs. Fuck the finals. And that's the way it is. Hate to burst bubbles, but that's the way it is. Now, if you're one of those type of people, if you got the Laker fans that watch everything, whatever the case may be, more power to you. But when I say I'm diehard, I'm diehard. I only give a fuck about my team. If you ain't my team, fuck you. I don't give a damn if you're my wife's team. Nigga, fuck you. If you ain't the Lakers, fuck you. I don't give a shit. To be honest with you, I'm thinking about what is LeBron gonna do and what the fuck are they gonna do with AR? I don't care about nothing else. I don't. I really don't. Give me a second. All right, I'm back, y'all. Sorry about that. But yeah, so I didn't want to get off into the whole, talking about the playoffs and what we could have did and what we should have did. In the words of Marcus Smart, we was ass. LeBron did what he did. I'm hearing motherfuckers say, "Oh well, LeBron. We lost this on LeBron. No, it's on the team. It's on the team and the motherfuckers around the team. People around him. Yes, if we had Luka, we stood a better chance. OKC got off kind of easy because we didn't have Luka. We got AR back, but we all knew AR wouldn't go do shit in the playoffs. The only reason he scored the points that he scored was mainly off of free throws. And OKC didn't really give a fuck about him like that. But he got cooked like he always does. He didn't impress me one iota. And this is who LeBron decided to take a third row seat to. These motherfuckers. That's why in the playoffs, he had to step up and say, all right, no, Luka, I got this. But in the end, it wasn't enough. And motherfuckers blame a 41-year-old dude for us fucking up. No. That's another thing we need to stop doing. Don't blame one person. Blame the whole fucking team. Blame the whole goddamn team. You don't blame a motherfucker that was averaging, what was he averaging? 25, 7, and 8 or 25, 8, and 7 in the playoffs? The fuck you gonna blame him for when he doing more than everybody else is doing at his age? No, fuck it. Just to keep it safe, just so motherfuckers won't be like, oh man, you a stand or you're not holding him accountable. How about this? Nobody's above reproach. I'm holding the whole goddamn team accountable. I'm holding the towel boy accountable. I'm holding the Laker girls accountable. I'm holding the peanut selling dude accountable. I'm holding the nigga that sell beers accountable. I'm holding the 15th nigga on the bench accountable. I'm holding the first nigga on the bench accountable. I'm holding upper management accountable. I'm holding the owner accountable. I'm holding the motherfucker who owns crypto.com arena accountable. I'm holding the nigga that own the ground that the motherfuckers built upon accountable. I'm holding the city of Los Angeles accountable. I'm holding the state of California accountable. I'm holding the United States of America accountable. The president, the governor, the mayor. I'm holding all those motherfuckers accountable. How about that? These bitch thinking motherfuckers, these bitch ass thinking motherfuckers want to blame one person every time. And I'm tired. See, I'm neither a hater or a stan. I don't like neither one of the motherfuckers equally. It's just so y'all know, just so we clear, I don't give a fuck about haters or stans. And let me tell you why. I don't give a fuck about them for two different reasons. I don't give a fuck about haters because haters, they just gonna hate. I just don't like haters. I've never been a hater in my life. Haters, there's something about a hater that really gets to me. It really pans my hide. There's something about a hater. Like, why are you hating? There's no cause for it. So I hate a hater just on the strength that you using your energy to hate this motherfucker. Why? And it's for the dumbest reason. Because he's better than your favorite fucking player. Let's keep it 1,000. I don't like stans for one reason. I don't like stans because stans act as if motherfuckers that they are standing of, or whatever the case may be, are above reproach. They think they're above reproach, or they think that they're the only player. They think that their guy is the only player that has ever played. That there's not other greats around. So I hate both of them. Not just like I hate both motherfuckers. I hate haters and I hate stans. Now, if you hate a player, if you hate on a player, that's two different things than hating a player. Like I told you this before. Like I hate Jordan. I hate Bird, but for obvious reasons. They're not Lakers and they beat my team. I hate them. I hated them coming up. But did I hate on them? No. Hating on them is hate. Hating on somebody is hate, and the fact that you're discrediting what they do. You're discrediting their abilities to do what they've done. So I don't hate on those guys. I hate those guys, but I don't hate on them. Haters hate on people. People that are considered haters hate on people. I call them hate-ons, not haters. Hate-ons. So I hate Jordan, but I don't hate on him. Hate him, but I don't hate on him. He had a great career. He did what he did out there on a basketball court. He brought the NBA back to his forefront when Magic Johnson and Bird were getting old. I'm sorry. I hated Bird. But I'm not going to knock his abilities for what they were at the time. These motherfuckers hate on LeBron, and they hate LeBron. They hate him because he beat their favorite player. They hate on him because he beat their favorite player. But they act like as if he did. They act like like he's a bum. That's why I can't really stand the haters over the stands. I mean, I like neither one. But the haters act like this motherfucker never did anything. And then that's where I come to the defense. But I don't want motherfuckers thinking, oh, man, you're a stand. I'm not a stand for anybody. Remember, Kareem is my GOAT. Kareem is my GOAT of basketball. Remember that shit. I'm going to say that until the day I'm ashes and somebody's urn on top of somebody's fucking mantle. There's no doubt. There's nothing anybody could do to change that. There's nothing nobody could do to change that. You know why? Because this motherfucker has won on every single level from junior high school, from the time he was 14 years old on up until the time he was 42 years old when he retired from the NBA. I don't want to hear a motherfucking peep out of nobody. That nigga's the fucking GOAT of basketball, period. And it ain't even no argument. And if you try to argue with me, I'm going to knock your ass out. That's how serious I am. If you try to argue with me about that shit in person, I'm laying you the fuck out because it ain't nothing to argue about. You mean to tell me you're going to argue with me when I tell you that this man is the GOAT of basketball and he's won on every level and nobody, including LeBron, has ever done that on every single fucking level since elementary school all up to now? Junior high school on up to now? However old he was when he was 14, whatever grade he was in, from that time on up, that motherfucker's been a winner. He didn't go out a champion. He retired in 1989 or whatever the case may be, but he won 2 years before he retired. Kareem. And you know what? He fell back so that Magic and Worthy could step up to the forefront. He fell back. He said, nope, let me fall back. Let me let the new booties come in and do what they do. And it paid dividends for him. He got a championship at 40 years old, last championship at 40 years old. I don't want to hear shit. I don't want to hear nothing. Nothing. But Kareem had the right people around him. Kareem had decent defenders around him. Kareem had scorers around him. Kareem had people that could get the ball, and people that could facilitate, people that could shoot, and people that can play both ends of the ball. He had that around him as he got a certain age. Did they do that for LeBron? No. They got motherfuckers that want to play hero ball around him. You got a motherfucking center that act like a bitch around him. Flimsy ass center. You 250 pounds. You 7'2", and you can't block a goddamn shot correctly. You can't do shit correctly. I don't want to hear shit. But I don't want to get off into all that. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about the fact that if you gonna think that this dude's career was a failure with the Lakers, his career with the Lakers was a failure, then say that about other premier stars in this league. Say it about them. Was Kawhi with the hell? Let's use Kawhi. Was Kawhi with the Clippers almost as long as LeBron built the Lakers? Didn't Kawhi just come off winning the championship? What happened? What happened? Is his tenure with the Clippers a failure? I don't want to hear shit. Stop saying that. His tenure with the Lakers is a failure. Let me tell you, his tenure with the Lakers is not a failure. What the fuck was we doing before he got here? We was fucked up. We ain't done shit since 2016, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to hear nothing. And even before 2016, when the late, great Mamba was still here, we didn't do shit in Kobe's last years. Kobe's last couple years, we didn't do nothing. So if we're going to tell the truth, full truth, let's tell the whole story. I'm no respecter of persons. People say, well, the Lakers are already relevant before LeBron got here. No, the fuck we wasn't. And that's coming from the diehardest of the diehard. Let me put something in perspective for y'all. Most Laker fans will say, well, we were already relevant because we already got 17 championships. Ladies and gentlemen, fall back. 16 championships. Before LeBron came, we got 17. We had 16. Well, we already got 16. We were already the Lakers before he got here. That's true. We are already the Lakers before he got here. That's true. But just because we won 16 championships prior to him coming here, that don't mean anything. That means we're one of the most legendary franchises in sports, in all of sports, and in basketball in particular. But you being a legendary organization, a dynasty organization in your yesteryears has nothing to do with relevancy today. Relevancy. Let's look up the word relevancy. I would go on my own definition, but I want to give y'all the Oxford definition of relevance. Let's go ahead and look it up with me right quick. What is relevance? Oxford definition. What's relevance? Hold on, bear with me. Check this out. This is what relevance means. Relating in an appropriate way to something under consideration, having significant or demonstrable bearing on relation to the matter at hand. At hand means something that's going on right now. Something's at hand. Something's coming. You know what I'm saying? Like let's use at hand in a sentence. The playoffs are at hand. The finals are at hand, or the Western Conference Finals are at hand, or the Eastern Conference Finals are at hand. It's coming up. It's something that's coming up now. This is coming up soon. That's upon you. Relevance. The Lakers' importance to relevance is something that was coming up upon them, something that was happening. We wasn't happening in 2016. From 2016 to 2019, nothing was happening. We wasn't relevant. You know why? Because we wasn't doing nothing. Yes, people paying attention to the name. That's the name. What's in the name? Our name is historical. Now, people say we're historical. Yes, but we wasn't relevant. Relevant meaning nobody was checking for us. Nobody was checking for us. We was irrelevant. No Kobe, 2017. No Kobe, 2018. No Kobe. We had Kobe in 2016, had Kobe in 2015, had Kobe in 2014, 2013, 2012, 2011. We won the championship. We didn't win another one. Kobe played another 6 years and then he retired. From 2010 to 2019, we didn't do shit. We were not relevant. We were irrelevant. We had no stars over here, no superstars over here, nobody with any kind of star power. Kobe was the last superstar we had over here, the last star of any kind we had over here. That's what we mean by irrelevant. LeBron comes over here. LeBron, 2018, 2019, still one of the top 10 players in the world, top 5 player in the world if you ask certain people on certain days. And we get this dude over here to this organization and we're not relevant because of him. Fuck the name. People are looking at that shit in two different ways. I'm sorry. We're riding on the fame of our history. But the truth of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, we ain't been relevant in years until that dude came over to the organization. I'm sorry. I know it sounds like I'm glazing, but I'm keeping it 1,000 with you. We wasn't relevant until another superstar came over here. Superstar name came over here and brought some light back to this team. We were in the dark ages. That's a fact. That's just the natural fact, y'all. We didn't do shit. So when this dude comes here, he brings some relevance. Did we win right away? No. And what I mean by right away is like the next year. Like did we win the year he came? No, we didn't win the year he came. I think he got injured the year we came. What did we do after that? We won. Yes, we won one championship or whatever the case may be. But you know why we lost the next year over? Because some dumbass nigga decided to break up our team. That's what happened. Now, after we won in 2010, right? 2009, 2010. That next year over, 2011. What was we? 57-25. Pretty damn good record. We lost in the semifinals. Okay? We lost in the semis. What did we do the next year after that? 2012. Kobe's still here with the team. We lost in the semifinals. We was third in the West. We lost in the semifinals. It was 41-25. Right? What did we do in 2012, 2013? We were seventh in the West. We lost in the first round. We got swept. 45-37 was our record. We was 14th in the West. We didn't. Now check this out. 2013 to 2014, we didn't qualify. We was 14th in the West. 2014 to 2015, we didn't qualify. We was 14th in the West. 21 to 61 was our record. 27 to 55 was our record before that. The 2015-2016, I think Kobe's last season or whatever the case may be, 17 to 65, we was 15th in the West. We didn't qualify for the playoffs. 2016 to 2017, we was 14th in the West. We did not qualify. We was 26 and 56. 2017 to 28, we sucked, ladies and gentlemen. 2017 to 2018 was 35 and 47. We was 11th in the West. We didn't even qualify. 2018, 2019, we was 37 and 45. It was 10th in the West. We didn't qualify. That's the year LeBron's first year over. We lost. He got injured. We lost. Okay. 2019, 2020, 52-win team. 52 and only 19 losses. That was a COVID year. Everybody know. 15, and we only lost. We was 16 and 5 in the playoffs. 16 and 5 in the playoffs, and we won the championship. First in the West. Oh, and we was number one in the West too. The very next year over, we could have ran it back. We were 7th in the West. We lost the first round. 42 and 30. We was 11th in the West. We didn't qualify. It was 33 and 49. I think LeBron was injured again that year too. I think AD was as well. We were 7th in the West. 22-23 season. That's 43 and 39. Still a winning record. 7th in the West. We lost in the Western Conference Finals to Denver. 23-24, 7th in the West. We lost in the first round, 47 to 35. That's Darvin Ham last year. And then the last 2 years, we've been over a 50-win team. We was 3rd and 4th respectively. 3rd last year, 4th this year in the West. We lost in the first round. We only won 1 of 4 games. We lost in the second round of this year, the semifinals this year. Only one time since 2019 have we not qualified. And that's when we was 11th in the West that one year. We didn't qualify in 2021-22. These motherfuckers broke our team up. That's only one time. So what the fuck is we talking about? We did not qualify 6 times before we won the championship. 6 times. Want me to do it again? 2010, 2011. We didn't make. We made it. We lost in the second. We lost in the second round. 2011, 2012 lost in the second round. 2012, 2013 lost in the first round. 2013, 2014, we didn't make it. 2013, 2014 didn't make it. 2015 didn't make it. 2016 didn't make it. 2017 didn't make it. 2018 didn't make it. And 2018, 2019, we didn't make it. I don't want to hear shit. And you say that this dude's tenure with us is a failure? Crazy. See, motherfuckers tend to forget that we was relevant. No, the fuck we wasn't, because this right here says we wasn't. For 6 goddamn years straight, we wasn't relevant because we didn't make it into the playoffs from 2014 into 2019. We didn't even get a chance to play. We was 14th, 15th, 11th, and 10th. Didn't even fucking make it. And this is before the in-season tournament not the in-season tournament, but the play-ins and all that. We didn't make it. We at least been top 10 in our conference the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. With the 1 year we was 11th, and we didn't make it. We only didn't make it to the playoffs one time. So what? We got swept. So what? We may have lost in the second round. So what? We may have lost in Western Conference Finals. Bitch, we made it. Making it to the playoffs, that's a success in and of itself. Just because you don't win, hey, you're not going to win it all. But you got there, though. You got there. But see, motherfuckers, that's not enough. And I get it. It's not enough for spoiled Laker fans. I get it. But don't say that this dude's tenure with us was a failure and then leave everybody else out there, let everybody else off the hook. No. If his tenure was a failure, then everybody else's tenure was a failure too. Period. And another thing, y'all. A failure or a success is dependent upon wins and losses, right? We can all agree with that. If LeBron's tenure with the Lakers spans from 2018, 2019 to 2026, if he has more wins than losses with the Lakers, do you still deem it as for failure? Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't deem it a failure and losses and wins are important, wins to loss ratio is important, whether we win a championship of it or not, numbers are important, right? Well, if that's the case, in 479 games LeBron has played for us thus far, you know what his record is? He's a 60% win rate. Regular season and playoffs. He's 287 to 192. He's won 287 times, lost 192 times. 60%. Ladies and gentlemen, last time I checked, anything above 50 is passing. He went way above 50%. He's won 60% of his games with the Lakers since he's been here. That includes regular season and playoff games, making it one of the most productive 8-year runs in franchise history. Let me say that fucking shit again. For all of y'all saying it's a failure, only because we didn't win the championship, or only because he's gotten swept a couple times since he's been over here. And not just him, the whole Lakers team. But since you put it all on him, that motherfucker has a 60 win percent rating for the playoffs and regular season, and it makes it one of the most productive 8-year runs in franchise history. This is the internet words, not mine. So I say again, was it a failure? No, it wasn't a failure. Not for him. If you want to put everything all on him, no, not a failure. Other notable stats with the Lakers: averaged 23.2 points per game, 9.6 rebounds. Let's just say 10 rebounds and 7 assists per game in the 2025-26 season. Ladies and gentlemen, led the Lakers to a 65 win percentage in 2026. 59 excuse me, 53 and 29. Help lead the Lakers to a 65% win rate. Played 241 minutes per game. 241 minutes per game on average. What for the time, for the entire time. Yeah. Hold on. Here go the legacy according to what the internet says. LeBron's legacy. LeBron's Lakers years have transformed the franchise into a championship caliber team with 4 NBA titles. LeBron's Lakers years one NBA title and a record-setting win total that will stand likely for years. His ability to adapt to a supporting role while still leading the team to success has been a hallmark of his career. So AI don't think it's been a failure. So why do you motherfuckers think it's been a failure? Well, the answer is simple. It ain't everybody who thinks that. It's only the motherfuckers that hate them. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. That's it. That's all I came here to say. Stop hating on the motherfucker. And I'm going to tell y'all something else. I don't want Austin Reeves on this team next year. Fuck Austin Reeves. Now, I'm saying it straight up. I couldn't say it on Lil Bro channel, but I'm saying it here on Major Level Entertainment live. Fuck that nigga. He proved again he ain't worth the motherfucking money he's asking for. If that bitch don't take what the fuck we offer him, he can get the fuck off of this team. Fuck Austin Reeves. And you know what, bitches? I'm bringing LeBron back. I'm bringing Marcus Smart back. I'm definitely bringing Rui back. And I'm bringing Luke Kennard back. You can bet your bottom dollar. Those are the niggas that I want back for certain. I don't give a fuck about nobody else on this team. And Bronny can come back just for the fuck of it because that's my goddamn nephew. But everybody else can go. I'm tired of looking at Austin Reeves. Yes, he did good in the regular season. I don't give a fuck about the regular season. You bitches want to talk about a success or a failure. That motherfucker ain't did shit since he been here. And before somebody say, oh, well, he's undrafted. I don't give a fuck. The minute you said I'm him, the minute niggas started naming you after one of the greatest Lakers of all times in Kobe Bryant, they named you Hillbilly Kobe or Hillbilly Mamba or whatever the fuck. When they said that and you said I'm him, bitch, you picked up the mantle like you was going to be the next man up. And you did shit in these fucking playoffs. A 41-year-old dude had to outplay you just to get us out of the first fucking round. I don't want to hear a goddamn thing. Fuck Austin Reeves. Bring LeBron back. Bring Rui back. Bring Kennard back. And bring Smart back. And you got Luka, and you got Bronny, and you got others, and then put somebody around these motherfuckers. If you want Luka to be the franchise, bring somebody in here that's gonna build around Luka. Build around Luka. If LeBron does come back, I think LeBron should not get a max contract, but I think he should get paid what he is worth. If you're gonna give a motherfucker $40 million. If you're thinking about giving a motherfucker $35-40 million, you can give that to LeBron, who just put out 23, 10, and 7 this year. And he did even better in the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. Now, let me go back up here and read the comments before I go. African Gamer says, salute nephew, how we doing today? You know how he does this. The Real Joe, hey, salute nephew, how he does this? You know how we do it. He says, salute big unk, you know what I'm talking about? Salute to my damn nephew, one of the best on all of the net. It's not because you say so, it's because I say so. You understand what I'm talking about? If you want to hear those fire takes, you might want to go over there and listen to the damn nephew, man. I wish he'd start his own channel. Because I'll tell you, I'd be the first nigga to sign up. Give me a pen. Where the fuck do I sign? Shout out to Joe, my damn nephew. He said, "What up, AG? What up?" You know how he does it. My little sis, please go subscribe to Laker Girl 36 right the hell now. I don't know what the hell you waiting on. Said salute, Major Bro. Like and share and subscribe today if you are new. Hey, listen, y'all better listen to her, man. Tired of telling y'all. I'm not about to spend this offseason telling y'all what to do. All right, I'm just gonna fall back. Yeah, I'm getting too old for this. You know, Laker Girl got hands now, and she'll put them on you. So I think when she says something, I think it'll behoove you to listen. And shout out to a Laker Girl, my damn little sister. You know how he does this. African Gamer says, salute, Joe, salute. He says, NBA loses damn near half its audience when the Lakers and Celtics are out. You damn skippy, nephew. Nobody gives a fuck about the playoffs. I don't. I would rather watch Pinochle or a one-legged ass-kicking contest than to watch the motherfucking playoffs right now. Facts. Laker Girl said, facts, bro. You know I only spits the real. You know how he does this. Rio Leo, D1F. Salute Rio Leo. He says, Major, thumbs up, target, bullseye. You know how he does this. I told y'all real raw right, major level entertainment. I know y'all miss me. You know what I'm talking about? But DJ got me fired up. This is his fault that I'm doing this show today. Because he got me fired up. He keeps saying, hey, bro, I should do a show on this and I should do a show on that. And I'm like, you can't play with a nigga's heart like that these days. You know I'm old. You can't tell me something. That's like telling an old person, hey, I got some stewed prunes in there. I'm going to give them to you, but you got to wait. But they in there, though. And I smell the prunes cooking on the stove, and I'm like, man, stewed prunes and Jell-O. Oh, my goodness. You can't tell an old person like that. You got to deliver. So I said, if you don't do a show soon, bro, I'm going to explode Paul's yay. So I said, you know what? I got to do a show right quick as a precursor to hopefully get him pumped up so that he could do a show. And I think my prayers are answered because I think I just seen something pop up that he's getting ready to do a show, which I'm about to hurry up and end this one right quick because I don't want to do this shit. I'm only getting up here because he won't do a show. Other than that, I wouldn't be doing nothing on major level entertainment. Ain't nobody come to listen to me. Ain't nobody come to see me, Otis. You know what I'm talking about? This is DJ Ruffin and the Temptations. You know what I'm talking about? Nobody will come see Major. What the hell? You know, who am I? You know what I'm talking about? And shout out to the family. You know what I'm talking about? Rio Leo. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new. Rio Leo says, Lakers also won the first in-season tournament, the Emirates Cup. Oh, yes, it does count. Absolutely. We count it all. Brand new socks and draws. Shout out to Rio Leo for pointing that out. And guess who we did that up under? We did that up under Lebron's tenure. Oh, not a not successful tenure. Ladies and gentlemen, stop hating. And DJ says, big facts. You know how he does this. African Gamer says, people only discredit the in-season tournament because the Lakers won it. Absolutely. The same way they discredit the 2020 championship because we won it. I'm even hearing Laker fans, those Laker fans who are only Kobe fans, discredit the 2020 championship by saying it was a COVID bubble ring. These are so-called Kobe fans now. And I'm like, this is going to show you how dumb you motherfuckers are. You motherfuckers hate LeBron so much that you besmirch a ring and a championship that was dedicated to the player that you love the most. How does that sound? You love Kobe, right? Why would you discredit this championship? Do you think Kobe would have discredited this championship? No. We won fair and square. We was number one. Nobody knew that the world was going to be attacked by this virus and fuck everybody up. But the motherfuckers decided to go out there and participate. They didn't say, nah, we're going to forfeit. They went out there and played. So what if there wasn't nobody in the arenas? So what? The Lakers still want to play, and it counts as a goddamn championship because the NBA says so. Fuck what some nigga sitting on the couch is talking about. Because their favorite player didn't get it. I bet you if Steph Curry won that motherfucker, if KD won that motherfucker, if Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, if Shea bitch-ass Alexander won it, or if Bronson won it, or if Wimpy won it, or if anybody won that, Kawhi won it, if anybody would have won that motherfucker but LeBron, it wouldn't be no bubble ring. You niggas is bitches. I said it. Y'all is bitches hating on one motherfucker because he outlasted your favorite fucking player. Y'all is bitches. Stop hating. And when he retires, and then KD retires, and Steph Curry retires, basketball ain't gonna be worth a goddamn no more. People will start to leave watching the sport and going to go watch NASCAR or some shit. I know I ain't gonna watch it as much. That's the last of the old regime. I'm not going to give two shits about basketball that much. Am I always going to be a Laker fan? Yeah. Am I going to catch games sometime? Absolutely. Am I going to rush home to see a game? Oh, man, hope I don't miss it. I hope I don't miss the beginning of the tip-off. No, I'm no longer going to give a fuck about this game. I don't give a fuck if I come home and I'm in the middle of the game. Up, hey, Major, you missed 3 quarters. We're in the third quarter and it's 2 minutes left. Oh, okay. I'll catch the rest of it when I see it. I'm serious. I was like that before when Kobe was here. When we wasn't doing shit, I was like, man, I ain't watching this shit. I'm about to turn it off. Whoop, turn it off. I'm about to go lift some weights or something. I'm telling you, get ready. Because there's gonna come a time where basketball about to get real, real fucked up. People, it's gonna be fine without LeBron and them. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. You know how I know it ain't? Because motherfuckers can't stop talking about and worrying and wondering about what he's doing now. Shea just won MVP. Focus on Shea. Focus on Wemby. He the next rising star, right? Why are y'all worried about what LeBron is gonna do in the offseason? Thought y'all hate him. Hypocrites. And I, for one, can't wait for him to retire. Let's see what you bitches got to talk about when he gone from the game. Better appreciate the greatness while he's here now. I do. I'm sorry. I appreciate it. The kid was great. He's been great his whole career, and I'm not mad at him. And I'm not no fucking hater, but I'm not a stan. But I'm going to give props where it's due at. I'm not one of them bitch-ass haters that's going to hate on the motherfucker because he's better than my favorite player. This motherfucker beat my GOAT in points. Did I bitch and moan about it? No. No. He beat Kareem. Kareem had the title for 40 years. It was bound to be broken. I'm glad I lived long enough to see it. I hope I live long enough to see somebody break LeBron's record. I don't think I will. It's going to take another 40 years for them to beat this dude. And I probably won't be here 40 years. All the pork chops and fried chicken my ass eat. And I don't want to be here if I'm too old to be here. If it's time for me to move the fuck out the way. You know? But I'm a diehard Laker fan. I'm going to die hard. And when I'm ashes, when I get cremated, I'm going to tell my family, dye my ashes purple and gold. Shout out to everybody that has come up here on this channel to support your boy, Big Major. It is your boy, Big Major. Shout out to Rio Leo. Said the 2020 championship in honor of Kobe, even the ring had Kobe on it. That's what I'm talking about. So how the fuck can they besmirch the 2020 championship? Thank you, Rio Leo. Please, 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 once again, subscribe to this channel, Major Level Entertainment. And also go over to subscribe to my little brother's channel. That's Lakers in 5. You want to hear some deep down Laker content, you go over there. Laker Girl 36, my little sister. Please go subscribe to those respective channels. On behalf of everybody over here at Major Level Entertainment, representing the Major Level Mafia, this is your boy, the Godfather, a Big Major himself. See y'all next time, y'all. I'm out.
Everything I do is major. I'm getting major paper. Every time I rip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major. And I'm getting major paper. Every time I rip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major. And I'm getting major paper. Every time I rip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way that no one can save ya. savior. Like I said before, anything I do, I'ma do it major. Everything I do is major, and I'm getting major paper. Every time I whip a track, the shreds like a cheese grater. When I hit your spot, it ain't no way